Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if GJ created a low. If GJ created a low and we can get a short down to 142 500.
Yeah, I was looking at the same. And I have a sell stop on gold below 15.
Man, it seems like you just woke up.
Oh yeah, because I finished late yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And I had a car accident. I just came home. I went to pick some parts.
Yeah.
And I placed my buy stop in the morning. I placed my buy stop at 1544. Yeah, 1544.
Oh, nice. Yeah, gold is just ranging here right now.
So in case that 4-hour reverses bearish, it will, in anticipation, to fill the bottom week.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for because GJ made a low, 142 500. Now it's retesting the broken support at 142 800. So I mean, I'm looking at this 15-minute candle. If it breaks the low, I might try to enter sells.
Yeah, GG looks really nice, really nice.
Just gotta wait a bit.
And it's a nice risk reward.
Yeah, I gotta wait for the 30-minute to close here.
Yeah.
Alright, news. There's no news. There's NFP tomorrow. They're expecting bad numbers. We shall see. Yeah, GJ is in a downtrend. It had the support right here. Broke it here, made a low. Doing a retest. This candle has to close in 9 minutes. If it closes bearish, I'd be looking to take sells with stop loss above that candle, and target would be down to 142 500. Let's see what happens.
Morning.
Hey, good morning, Kaval. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I'm looking at the same thing on GJ actually. My bias is sell as well. I wanted to catch it during London, but this candle just moved too quickly and it was during news.
Raja.
I think he's put himself on mute.
Oh yeah, shit, I was on mute.
I was wondering why you weren't responding, and I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. Hey, come on.
What's going on, man?
Hey, God, good, man. How are you?
Bad, man, bad. I fucked up and I accidentally withdraw 90% of my account. So I tried to deposit back, and they're freaking flagging my account saying I can't deposit money from the States.
Oh shit.
So now I could withdraw, but I can't deposit. So now I got to figure out how to fund my account or just switch brokers.
Well, you got to go to you got to go back to Jamaica, man.
That's what I might have to do, man. I might have to take a trip and just transfer the fund out there into my account.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, good morning.
That's it. That's all I get.
Who is that, Matt?
Yeah. Hey, Kev.
What's going on? Your voice sounds different, man.
Deeper. I don't know. Let me see. Let me find my mic.
Hey.
Hey.
So now I'm thinking about just trading this account and try to see if I can run it up. but then it's gonna hold me back.
I was looking at GJ for that correction on the Carney speech. I took those sales. I know.
I don't know. The higher time frame to me is bullish.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I want to. I'm looking for buys, but I'm trying to look for a good entry.
For buys, price needs to break above 142,800.
Yeah. Because all of that movement down, that was Carney's speech.
All right.
But look at the 4 hour. Look at the 4 hour and the 1 hour.
Yeah,
It's gonna head down. It created a low. Did a retest. There are high chances it's gonna come back down to retest the low at 142,500.
And then go up again. Yeah, makes sense. So it looks like a fake out.
It's just gotta close this 30-minute candle.
How many pips would that be? All the way down?
Yeah, the 15-minute broke the low of the previous 15-minute.
Oh yeah, definitely going down.
So it increases its chances to continue down. Plus, if you look on the 4 hour, am I on mute? Oh no, I'm good. If the 4 hour flips bearish, man, it's coming further down to 142,200.
Oh man, that would be ideal.
Yeah, man. So look at that, the 30-minute. It just needs to close with a wick, so I can take a sell, and the next candle will just go poop, poop,
Whoop.
poop.
Perfect. First trade of. Oh no, you ready to trade it? I saw that trading now. Pakistan.
Yeah.
For your phone, you little hypocrite. Are we on live on YouTube? My bad. I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm in sales already.
Nice. 4 more minutes. This should be a good trade. Come on, in 3 minutes. See, the stop should be around like 14, 15 pips, and then TP like almost 18, 20 pips.
Mm-hmm.
Even a stop above the 15-minute candle.
Right. Even if you set up your stop loss on the 4 hours, it's only 20 pips.
Plus, the previous 1 hour candle closed with no wick at the top, so this means
Yeah,
there's
I was looking at that one too.
there's no range.
No.
So this should finish bearish.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Donkey Kong.
Yes, sir, Donkey Kong. So I'm looking at 142 even for one, and then the other one 20 pips. Wow, man, I'm so happy we're doing this again. Why?
I'm so happy we're doing this again.
That sounds corny.
Oh, this is gonna drop.
Right, but I get hot.
Damn.
It's feeling like a villain.
Roger, man. I see a lot of people start by your YouTube, man.
It's innovation, bro. I'm leading a change over here.
Yeah, and we're cutting off snakes. No snakes 2020. Only squad. Oh,
It's dropping.
It's dropping.
Now I broke the low of the 30-minute candle too. We're coming down.
So I said good morning everyone on YouTube. So I said good morning everyone.
All right. someone sent a chart over here. Let's take a look. Um, 50 pip range, break bullish, GJ 1 hour, break bearish, short term target. Yep, looks good. Looks good. I think this target is much better right down over here. So if you see now it's trying to drop, which is good.
Roger, man, you're like the worst vlogger, man. Stick to trading.
I'm one of the best bloggers, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, stick to trading, man. You didn't even you didn't get into details with the country,
No,
man.
he did get into every single detail, bro. What are you talking about, Devon? I loved it. Like, I loved it.
See, this was a picture perfect. Just that it didn't close early.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Rakeel, don't tell me you're in GG shorts.
Me? No. Not right now.
Okay.
I am.
You are?
Yeah.
You took it based on the break of the 15 or what?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Oh, who is this? BK?
BPK, yeah.
Yeah, look, I sent the chart on the chat.
Oh, it just came, sorry.
Now I got in GJ cells.
Look at the chart.
Right now.
Look at my chart.
Right now.
Look at my chart.
Mac, you got a nice entry.
Yeah, Mac actually got a really nice entry, not gonna lie.
Best entry, man.
Really again.
Small risk.
Yeah, I got an entry too after the 15-minute low broke.
Oh, fuck me, man. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You too.
Someone's looking for buys, someone's asking if it's a buy or sell. Man, listen, man. Like, you need to send charts.
And it's 2020, we need charts.
In YouTube, man, you guys need to send charts with your analysis.
And a story with it.
Yeah, and the story with it.
Yeah, I closed 13 pips already.
Oh, nice. 13 pips.
Who was that?
Gregory.
Yeah, so Raja, you were okay with like a 22 pip stop loss here?
No, that was me.
Yeah, no, Raja said he got in.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm up 15 pips.
Yes. Like, I'm using a 2.5 lot.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm risking partial profits from my Asian session.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather wait for a retrace or break.
Yeah, I was waiting for exactly the same, Glenn.
Like, I'm not confident when, on the 15-minute when it just breaks the low there. I've seen too many times where it'll just retrace back up.
Yeah. But the confidence is in the fact that it made a low and then it retested it, and then there's a higher chance that it's going to retest that low, just like it did right now.
Already hit first target for me. So.
How about look at the 4-hour reverse bearish now? So.
I was hoping for this 30 minute to retrace a bit to 62 at least.
Yeah. My bias was this. I was actually on bias before, but then I saw the fake out. Give me 1 second. I changed the font format here. Red.
So if you look, the 4-hour has flipped bearish now. Right? The 1 hour is also bearish. It broke the low of the previous 1 hour. There's a higher chance the 4 hour can continue bearish and fill this wick first, 142.400.
Yeah, go back to 30 minute. So I was in buys originally here. Here. And I took it up to here. Then I saw the rejection on the 5 minute, meaning that it was a fake out. Because I was expecting the correction of Carney's speech, which was this big gladiator candle to continue up. But as soon as I saw the rejection here, I got out and I went on and I went in on sales. My entry was around here.
Nice.
But now we're in that zone, which it can be a little tough to break out of.
Yeah, you're right. Now it's created a range.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's created a 30 pip range here.
Yeah, because overall, it's bullish. So.
No, overall in the daily it's just ranging. I mean, look at the daily.
Yeah.
It's just ranging on the daily. Like on the daily, you have this big range. But when you go to the smaller time frames, in the smaller time frames, you see cleaner movement. Because this morning when I woke up, I saw it making a low, and then instantly I said to myself, okay, you know what? It's trending down. It has to retest this low.
Alright.
Yeah, I took like maybe like 8-9 pips out of this.
What, earlier in the morning?
No. Like with the
Right
sales I
now.
got. Yeah, like it was a very aggressive. It was a very aggressive trade too.
Oh, so you're out already.
Yeah. Yeah, because it reached support, and there's nothing to tell me that this support is gonna break or not.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right.
yeah, the only thing was that it has to retest the low, and I mean that was about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm out already. Makes sense.
Very nice call, Roger.
15 pips, I'm good.
Gold is just.
I thought it was gonna drop to 30.
Let's look at gold. It's gold doing. Gold's ranging. Good old EJ.
Man, I don't even know what NFP is gonna do because honestly,
Right.
this move down, I was expecting with NFP. This entire move down to 1544, I was expecting with good numbers of NFP, but it came early, so damn. Because think about it, all that move like with gold upwards, that was a shock to the market with whatever's happening in Iran, right?
That was random.
And then the next shock to the market is going to be with NFP. So I was expecting NFP numbers are going to be really good on Friday because those numbers are going to come from December, your tax revenue, your sales, your all that income generated with in terms of the holidays. But it already dropped so much, so now I'm just like, man.
Well, second option is that it's going to keep on dropping back to the 1500s.
That's the problem. I mean,
why is that a problem?
Because if it's going to continue dropping, then it needs to grab liquidity today or when the daily starts tomorrow to drop further down to 1530.
I might do a little pushback, but not back again to 1600. Definitely.
I don't know. GJ, on the other hand, man, if someone's looking for buys, I would not look for buys. I would, like, if you're looking for buys, you gotta wait for a 30-minute or 15-minute candle to close bullish here at 142.500 to look for buys.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
What's up, dude? Welcome back.
Oh, thank you, man. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Very well.
Took GJ sales here earlier.
Nice, man. Where do you go? Where did you get in there?
My entries were pretty bad.
Is that like a practice?
Yeah. I entered
Mine were pretty good.
Yeah, Mac here got better entries.
Did you? Well done, man.
I got at 142.593.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I closed at like 142.505.
I got in 142, I think, 700.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh, that's good work, man.
Chris, you got a new mic, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm not on the camera, dude, because I've been faffing. I broke my snowball,
Yeah,
man.
you know, it's because of the hair.
You didn't break your snowball. You got mad at a trade and you smashed it.
Dude, I've made no trades this year.
Fucking market. Boom.
I've not made one trade.
This is a shit.
Look, man, I've got a headset. I'll do video. Look.
You market pissing me off.
Look, there you go. What's up?
I can't.
Hey,
Oh, wow, new office.
House
New
moves.
office.
Look at this shit.
Keep popping.
New office. I can barely see you.
Yeah, we were just talking about gold. How, you know, this.
Gold's been interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to wait to see it for tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't understand what's going to happen now, to be honest. I'd expect I was looking at NFP stuff, to be honest, to be going further, but that's a big move.
We're completely lost. We have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah, I'll wait till next week. Like I said, I've not traded yet, so this is planning week.
We're completely lost. Mac, who is we? Bro, you are lost, not we.
You said it. You don't use me as a scapegoat.
Are you all under the impression that NFP is going to smash it down further?
You took a little minute trade after the fact that you said you weren't in a trade. Lamari Muatan, I'm not sure if you got stuff in your ears, you can't hear me, but I literally said 3 times I'm in a sell. I just took a sell. I am in sells. So, you know, like if you're looking for signals like that, man, you need to close this stream and go subscribe to some signal person or whatever. But
blame Forex.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go over here and mute Lamari because Lamari has failed.
He deserves.
Yeah, Lamari failed analysis.
Lamari.
And even though if I didn't say anything, you should be well,
chained.
I don't know what
Send
the word
a fucking
is.
chart.
Yeah, you need to send a chart. You need to show analysis. The first thing I did when I came in the charts, I said, okay, like, you know, what's gonna happen on GJ? I'm looking for that GJ made a low. It's retesting this area, and if it starts to go bearish, I'm gonna take sells, and then GJ is gonna retest this low right down over here. That was my analysis. You know, and like,
it worked.
And it happened. So you need to send charts. Now it's just in this range. This is a 30 pip range here now.
Oh, does this mic sound okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great, man.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Thanks, man.
Better than before.
Really? I might not fix my snowball then. I'll just have to look stupid.
Oh, what's this? Oh, nice, Mac. You had a very nice entry.
Yeah, I told you 700. Right?
Yeah, I saw this. I just saw this trade.
Yeah, that's nice work.
Yeah, Mac had a better entry than me.
I closed already. Yeah.
Sir, what's your analysis with GU? Richard, I think you need to send a chart. Actually, let's take a look at GU here. Alright, so GU seems like had the same analysis here.
Yeah.
Looks like it's trying to head further down. When we go to the high time frame, looks like it can come further down to 1.3.
Yeah. Bit of room there.
0, yeah. It's got some room. Because, you know, now you look left. You're like, okay, clean candle. You look left, you're like, okay, clean candle, but some issues over here. So, you know, so that could pose some sort of a problem as price starts to come down. So you draw a zone here, right? But if there's no problems there, then price is going to continue down to maybe right down over here, because that's the next 4-hour level. And then you start to look at the smaller time frames, like the 1 hour and the 30-minute, to see where you could put your potential stop loss. I mean, here you could say, okay, my stop is going to be above the 30-minute candle. And then if it sells, you're expecting the candles to create lower highs and lower lows. When you first started, were you trading small 10 type lots? And if so, yeah. Like if you scroll down my Instagram posts, you see the lots I was trading. They were all small lots. 10 cent, and then jumped to 20, 30, and 50 in one lots, and then got really reckless at one point.
I'm trading at a 0.01 lot at the moment.
Hey,
Oh, nice.
Raja.
Hey.
Hey, so right now, 15 minutes about to close. If this hypothetically was a 30-minute, I think most people would be inclined to sell. Just wanted to know your thoughts. Just because it's the 15-minute, would you still have that same inclination?
Yeah, if you look at the 15-minute and the 30-minute, they both are the same. They both started at the same time. Right? So I mean, so if you're looking for it to continue moving down, especially if you look on the 1 hour, right? So now based on the 1 hour, the stop is going to be too big, but then based on the 30-minute, it could be a little smaller. But then you're anticipating this support to break with the next 30-minute candle. But at the same time, the next candle should not break the high of this current 30-minute candle for it to continue moving bearish. So that's like the probability you're taking into account. Also the fact when you look on the 4 hour, the 4 hour went up in the first, let's say, 2 hours of this candle. It's also got a wick to fill, so there's a higher chance that it could continue moving down rather than moving up. So you got to look at it from a probability stake that, okay, what's the probability of it moving down, then moving up? So in my head, I'm going to say it has a higher probability to go down than to go up. Oh, GU is continuing it. Oh, GJ is moving. Drop pin. Man, I closed early. God damn.
Yeah, and also you had the 4 hour
bearish.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you had the momentum on the 4 hour. Look at how it closed. So it was just retest of that zone, and I think we're gonna break 4 hour low.
Yeah. I mean, if it does, that's awesome. It's going to continue moving till at least 142, 300.
Yeah, that was my idea, but it's better to lock profits, now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right now you never know if it's gonna just do the same thing that it did here and retrace back. And then this side.
Plus, it's a long year, man.
Yeah.
EMA.
What?
What?
No, I said it's a long year.
Oh.
Long time, man.
I thought you said it's a long,
man.
Long EMA.
God damn no.
When's the 580 EMA, man?
You almost got roasted over there.
No EMAs. No EMAs.
I think it's gonna fill the wick the 4 hour at least, and then we'll see.
Yeah, so now it just comes down to probability. I mean, if it goes up and breaks the high it just made, like on the 30-minute, then, I think that there's a very less chance it's going to do that. But there's a higher chance it's going to continue moving down. So that's the probability.
I mean, looking at daily, I think you've even got room down to nearly 275. So that's about the same.
Yeah, daily is a mess.
Yeah, big time.
It's just ranging.
Yeah. There's been so much news the last week, man, all over the place.
We have like a triple bottom, sorry. This area.
Yeah, all the news that's all over the place right now. It's kind of messing up a bit, man.
Yeah.
It's a good time for it to happen at the start of the year to get it all out of the way. So there's going to be loads more, but there's good opportunities going forward, I think.
All right,
Rakeel,
yo.
can you just check out gold before you go? On the daily, do you think it's a fake out?
Honestly, bro, tomorrow is NFP, and I'm expecting good numbers for NFP tomorrow.
Yeah, but do you think that this move up was just a fake out to take everybody out?
Yeah.
It's hard, man, because that's like world news stuff, no? You can't really help that. I think, war stuff and...
Yeah, but at the same time, like if you look at gold, this area was resistance, right? Before this gap happened. So if this area was resistance, this area was then respected as support. So if gold is breaking above, this level, it might retest here. And for NFP, I would expect it to come down to fill this wick at least.
Yeah. I think it's going to spike to 1555 and then go down.
Yeah.
You might see it get back up there today, to be honest. I think it would get up there to that kind of resistance level today. And then tomorrow's just going to kill it down somewhere. Like you said, that wick fill would be pretty...
maybe it comes here, range, spike up, and boom.
Yeah, I think that wick fill would be pretty simple, to be fair.
Yeah.
Only based on that numbers being decent, but I can't see why they wouldn't be. Never know.
Never say never. Yeah, that'd be perfect. Ooh, see 30 minute? It's closing above support. Just like the ones here to the left after London Open. This is where trading gets tricky. Now, if you're in sells down over here, we don't know whether this candle is going to close above support or below support, and that's crucial. That is crucial.
So did you take your entry on that 30-minute close, previous one, Rakeel?
Yes.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, makes sense.
Yes. Initially, my stop was pretty big, but as it started to come down, I moved my stops at break even because, I didn't want to lose money, but it kept dropping, so that was good.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Gold seems like it would continue further up. 1552.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we get to that level today.
Gold flying. Yeah, I think if someone's in gold buys, it should be good till 1551 at least. Because the 1 hour broke above this resistance and the next 1 hour is about to start in 7 minutes. What's this? Your JPY looks good for a buy. No, I don't have a chart. Yeah, it's just, I think it's just trying to range over here. Wouldn't be too confident unless this 1 hour candle closes.
That's some nice continuous movement, that, as though. I was looking at it yesterday, actually.
Yeah, it should move up. I took buys on EJ this morning.
Yeah, it tends to trend pretty well, I think, once it gets going. But it can be quite big sometimes, I found.
Yeah, it's range most of the morning. Other than it, I had a move around 7 a.m. But it's just range since then. Whereas now it looks like it's going to continue its trend upwards.
There we go. GJ has officially started to range. When a price ranges, that's like when a plane comes to cruising altitude. Like, you know, when the seatbelt
stops to switch.
Yeah, when the seatbelt signs go off, and then it's just like, you've reached cruising altitude. You may remove your seatbelt.
How were your flights, dude? Were your flights good?
Oh, pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, amazing flights.
And the flight inside Pakistan, they were good?
Yeah, they were also pretty good.
Ah, good.
What airline did you take?
Pakistan International Airlines.
Mm. Did it give you peanuts?
No, man.
They give you popper.
They served us food 4 times.
4 times?
Yeah, man. Pakistan International Airlines is the only airlines in the world that goes direct from North America to Pakistan.
No stops?
Non-stop. No one else does that.
Wow, that's crazy. It's a lot of gas.
How long is the flight?
Yeah, it's a lot of gas.
A lot of gas, bro.
It's like 12 hours, 12, 13 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I always get the seats which has the leg rooms, you know, like by the exit doors.
Yeah, I saw that, man. That looked good.
Yeah, you pay like extra, maybe like $80, and
you get the 6-inch space.
You get the full leg room.
You need that for that length of time, though. It's a long flight.
What, man? You got robbed, man. All you gotta tell them, man, in case of emergency, you're willing to be the designated person that opened the exit door, man.
Oh, whether you say that or not, you're still going to be the designated person.
And they'll sit you there for free.
No. They'll be like, well, sir, we got 100 more people who want to do that.
What do you have to say? Come on.
When you go check in, just like, hey, man, I don't mind sitting at the exit. I'm willing to be the designated person to open the door in case of emergency. Like, yeah, and they'll always sit you there. Like,
yeah,
cool.
Talking about emergencies, man, got me sweating already. I hate this flying.
Are you coming to Miami?
Just
come and kick your butt, yeah.
Okay, set it up.
Roger, man, I might not make your Miami, man. I might be out of town that time. I think that's around spring break.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, Ultra's gonna be there. We're gonna go to Ultra.
Yeah, because I'm planning a trip right now, so.
Oh. Yeah, I think Alex is going to Ultra.
Oh, what's this? Someone's in gold. Gold 15, 46, 55.
Which Alex? Me or Albert?
Alex P.
55.
Hey.
1544, TP 1551. Yep, that could make sense. So if your TP is 1551, I think you're safe to bring your stop loss below the 1 hour candle, because if you're looking for it to continue moving up, then that means you want the 1 hour candle to create a high and a higher low. So the next 1 hour should not break the low of the previous one for it to continue moving up. Raja, how are you able to tell if we are in a range? Well, if you look at GJ, you see where this candle is now closing. It's trying to close below these candles here to the left. So if it closes below the candles here to the left, that means we have a higher chance for the next candle to continue moving down. But if it closes, let's say now, this is like a ballpark value, you know. So in my head, I'm thinking that if it closes above, let's say 142.540, then it's going to be in the range. Because then you got support, you got resistance, so then you got a range.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, so you see right now, this candle is closing bearish. So the next one has a high probability to just wick up and then continue moving down.
Right, creating another higher high.
Yeah. Raja, what do you think about hype around a new asset trading class, volatility? I don't even know what that is, so I don't know. I only focus on what's in front of me right now. That's it. So, you know, if you were to draw a fucking magic candle, should be something like this.
Yeah, it looks like GG is going to continue down.
Yeah, I mean, this
Yeah,
would
it
be
should
the
go
perfect
this way.
scenario. Perfect scenario.
Rakeel,
Hey,
you need the candle to close. Oh, can you go back? Yeah, thanks. Below this zone or below this candle, for example.
I think the way it's closing, it's good. Like if I hadn't taken a sell earlier, I would be taking a sell on this candle close.
Right. If it closes below this line here, yes, and it might continue down.
Yeah, I mean, your stop loss is only be about 600-ish, I think.
Yeah.
It did. I mean, I was looking at 15 minutes to be fair, but
around like 10 pips,
level,
10,
yeah.
10, 12 pips.
Yeah.
To get what, 20 pips? That's good.
Ooh, see your JPY. All you had to do was wait for the candle to close, and it went bearish.
Yeah.
How does the Prime XBT promo code work? I have no idea.
Oh, nice. It's continuing down.
How did you overcome your inside demon when you started trading and from that to be profitable one? Well, first you have to realize that if you are trading to pay off a debt, or are you trading to pay off bills, or are you trading because you actually like trading? You know, that's going to make a big difference in your progress in this game, you know, because like if you start trading to pay off a debt or pay off bills, then you're going to have a lot of pressure, and that pressure is not going to allow you to make educated decisions in trading, you know, because sometimes when you're going to take a trade, in less than 10 seconds that trade is going to hit stop loss, and you're going to say, man, that is so unfair. And then you're going to take another trade, and then you're going to fall into this idea of overtrading.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're trading with passion, you're going to take a trade, and regardless of a loss or a win, you're going to be like, okay, perfect. I have the outcome. How could I have made this outcome better? And then you're going to take that information into the next day. And then eventually, you know, you're going to start to get better and better, hopefully.
Yeah, I think repetition and journaling your ideas make a big difference.
Yes.
You do the same thing all the time. You can see where you make mistakes or not. That helps.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They help a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna break that that support and keep going down.
All right, I'm gonna go get some coffee here.
Yeah, good timing. Yeah, good timing.
Magic happens on Thursdays. Please be patient. I think Thursday. There's NFP tomorrow too. So maybe the magic could be. Some might be holding back the magic for Friday because it got NFP tomorrow.
Roger, I just had a question, right?
Yeah.
So this current 30-minute, this current candle in the GJ, if that flips bearish, would that be indications coming down?
Yes. But the way it's moving right now, if you look on even the 15-minute, it's not showing any signs because the way it's moving, it's approaching the high of the previous one.
Yeah.
So it could get pretty messy.
Fine. You can just wait now then.
What's that?
So we have just to wait now then.
Oh yeah. Oh, see, so now broke a high. So
Yeah,
once
yeah,
it breaks the high, those chances of it coming down, they slowly start to decrease.
Okay.
It also bounced right at the previous 4-hour low.
Oh. Yeah, see, so now the chances of it heading down are severely low. And now it's in this range now. Back in the 30 pip range.
Yeah, I see.
This is where people get caught. They're like, oh, okay, now I'm going to take another sell or I'm going to take another buy. And before you know it, you're already deep 3-4 trades. You gotta do it. Man, I gotta file my HST today. HST, and then gotta do my taxes. All right, what's this? This is definitely where I get caught taking the sell on the second 30-minute candle. Yeah. So basically, if you take a sell, and if the candle breaks the high of the previous candle, in my mind, like in my personal opinion, that sell would be invalid. So that's where I would close my sells.
Yeah.
That's just how I would, execute.
It's going really hard, huh?
Yeah. EJ has also reversed here. Man, it's going very hard. It's in that 30 pip range now. Gold pending sell order 1600 if today is a chance to grab liquidity for NFP. 1600. Man, 1600 is far, far away.
Yeah.
Like 1600 is way, wow, man, that's really far.
Yeah.
So
a lot of liquidity.
So you think gold's gonna go all the way to 1600, grab liquidity for NFP, and then drop all the way back down?
It's like 500 liquidity grab.
That's
It's
a
like
$50 move.
Like a trader's dream.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
No.
Instead of that happening, I think gold just did a little of a fake out.
Yeah, same as cheating.
Why not take a look at the other streams and then come back? Is that hard to do? No. What pairs do you usually trade? I'm new here. Well, you need to go through some of the streams and then, try and then see what pairs we usually trade.
Yeah, go through the streams like I did.
Oh, someone set the wrong chart. Is gold buy? Well, if you draw your support resistance, you'll see that this is an area where gold was creating resistance after London Open. This candle broke out, and then this candle is now starting to break the low of the previous one. So I don't think it's going to be like a buy is going to be very tricky here because the candle is just breaking the low and starting to head down. This looks like a fake out on the 30-minute as well. Man, if this is a fake out on gold,
it's gonna go down.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the 4-hour, 4-hour could flip
Long time.
bearish just like it did on GJ and then it reversed.
I still have my sell stop.
Yeah, I was talking with Jivan. We were trying to get to 1548 and take sales from there.
1540.
So a little bit more, like $1 more, and then sales. That makes sense.
So if you guys are new on the stream, if you just joined, there's a link of a video in the description, and you need to watch that video. That video is going to tell you the rules of the stream. It's going to tell you how to post charts. So it's really going to help you, and it's going to streamline your experience being on the streams. Trust me. And if you can't find the link, I'm going to post it in the chat box here. Oh. There we go.
Oh, it's dropping.
Yeah, it's dropping. That was a fake out. 4-hour flip bearish, almost.
Oh, GJ, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
God damn. GJ.
Look at that 50-minute candle, man. Fuck.
Holy. Yeah, see, that's why I put my stops above the highs of the candles. So that I'm safe.
Imagine the 30-minute candle.
GU 4-hour time frame is break up, trend line, and go down. Man, you need to send a chart. I swear to God, people ask more questions than sending charts.
Yeah, I want it easy.
After you send 100 charts, you get to ask questions.
Yeah.
That's where you can afford to ask questions.
Remember when we had levels on Twitch and Mixer?
You mean a class system?
Yeah.
All right, what's this? Retest of trend line to go bullish. I think here you'll need some sort of support formed. If you can see a support formed here, then it's going to continue going up. But unless there's no support formed, there's like looking at the candles, there's nothing is giving confidence that it should continue going up. So I would say you would need, oh yeah, there we go. This is it right over here, right? So you got the support down over here it's bouncing from, and then you got this resistance, right? So if it breaks this resistance, then you got to map out your level. Okay, then this is the next level it should come up to. and then you can go to the 4-hour and draw that trend line, and then say, oh yeah, it's going to go up. But your confirmation is going to come from the fact that it'll need to break above this 1.30470.
Ooh, see what happens when we have coffee?
Everything moves.
Yeah, man.
Raja, bro, gold, your entry triggered. No. When did I say I had an entry on gold? Man, like when did I? God damn, man.
I'll miss that one.
Wow, this thing is starting to run up over here.
Roger, I just had a question, right?
Yeah.
So if GJ carries on moving how it's currently moving, and let's say breaks this level right here.
Yeah.
We wait for a retest, and then we can possibly target up here, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, because it's going to break above that resistance. There's like, a clean candle here to the left. So then it would make much more sense to go up to this level here.
Yeah.
143, 100.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Someone joined the stream and they're in such a hurry. They wrote, "Which is this? I've just arrived here." Guy was in such a hurry, didn't even formulate the question completely.
Nothing changes.
No.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah. New year, but
Yeah.
New Year, same mentality.
yeah.
Same intelligence.
Yeah, I'm in no trades right now. Zero. Nothing. I took one GJ sell. Trade one. GJ sell. 9 pips. That's all I took. Man, when I was in Pakistan, I was just thinking the amount of taxes I'll have to pay, and then called my accountant yesterday, and my accountant gave me such good news that
It's
now
always good.
I won't have to pay. Like, I thought I'll have to pay extra, but now
Yeah.
I'll be saving thousands of dollars.
Oh, good. Good.
At least 6,000-7,000. Yeah, not a
Yeah, I'm
lot.
not happy with tax, man. Tax is hard. Gotta keep
I'm happy to pay taxes, man. I'm
Oh,
happy
yeah.
to pay taxes.
Yeah, I don't mind paying taxes, but it's just the process. You got. I suppose. Do you guys have to do it all yourself, or with an accountant? I mean, you have to.
Oh,
I do it with accounting.
yeah, I have an
Yeah.
accountant.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a long process, providing all the documentation and stuff. It's instantly long.
Yeah.
Like the way I look at it, if you're not paying taxes, man, you're not doing something right in life, man.
Oh, even if you don't pay taxes, they'll come after you,
Oh,
The
hell yeah.
IRS will come after you.
and they'll get it one way or another.
You
There's
know?
some strict ass laws here. Yeah.
Like I always tell people, you don't want the government to owe you. You want
No, you don't want to owe the government.
No, that's
yeah,
it.
you don't want
Exactly.
yes.
because they can just send me a letter any time and say, "Oh, by the way," you're like, "Oh man, really?"
Yeah, when I get a letter, just pay whatever they ask me for. You know, I don't argue.
Oh,
Yeah, I was proper lapsed with that when I started off, and I was not on top of it at all, man. I got a massive bill when I started out, and I was like, "I'm not doing that again."
I keep 2 bank accounts for my trading profits, one for taxes, and one for my just regular income. So that way, at the end of the year, I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, that's a great idea, man.
Huh. Someone's saying they're not a big fan of college. Man, Justin Wise, I think you should change your last name to Unwise, man. Because, like, college is... I don't even want to get into that discussion.
Nah, just
That's
education is key. Full stop.
Stupid. Such a stupid statement someone can make.
Yeah, education is key, man, regardless.
Like, think about it. Like, people are like, oh, I'm not a big fan of school. But, motherfucker, don't you need basic reading, math? You know? You need the basics. Like, school is not pointless. You need the basic.
You know, the thing is, like, people think that trading is going to save them.
Yeah.
Trading will save... No, it will not save you, man. It will not save
It will put you in a hole.
That shit is a direct correlation with your desire to learn the charts and to learn Forex. So if you don't want to learn, you don't want to learn Forex.
Yeah. Even in school, they teach you about charting.
For real?
You got a line chart.
Yeah, Rakeel, you know, Rakeel is currently studying physics, right?
Yeah.
And I started trading, I think, an hour ago. So a year ago. And I think
An hour.
Like,
so,
what?
This guy picks up everything fast, man.
Sounds right for a physicist, though.
Yeah. So obviously I've been doing physics for almost 2 years now. I'm not gonna lie, trading's probably been either as difficult, if not more difficult, than physics.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
This
like,
is the hardest job you will ever have in your whole entire life.
if someone wants to pursue trading as a career, you got to go to school, study economics, finance. Like, you have to get yourself educated to that stuff. And if you want to turn around and say college is not for me, then you're gonna end up flipping burgers, man. If you don't have that entrepreneurial spirit.
They started picking the multi-liners all left. So just bring it out and we'll go from there.
All right.
Mute that person. DL, mute yourself.
Hey, come on, guys. It's 2020. Please mute yourselves.
Yeah, you know the rules.
Man, I'll tell you a story. I spent 7 years in bachelor's computer sciences, okay? I spent 7 years trying to graduate computer sciences and I couldn't graduate. But I spent 7 years.
What, 7 years because you kept trying, or?
No, it's just like they transferred my credits from Pakistan to Canada and then they didn't transfer the whole thing, so I had to do extra. And by the end of it, I was like, okay, fuck it. I've spent 7 years, it's enough.
At least you tried.
Wow, look at what gold's doing. The candle hasn't closed.
No.
See, if it would have closed bearish, it would have been a fake out. But since it was open,
I think it will be buys.
Yeah, that 52 level's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Same with gold all the time. Now you get that random one that's going to catch people out.
Man, I think education is really, really, really important.
And I'd be nowhere if I didn't have education.
Yeah, me too.
Especially here in the States.
It's this, like, think about it. If there was no education, we wouldn't have computers because someone got a job to create a computer.
Yep.
You know, we wouldn't have engineers or pilots or fucking mechanics. We wouldn't have those people.
Yeah, we'd be back in the dark ages still.
Yeah.
You gotta go to school for something. Even doctors, man. You can't just go in that field.
Yeah. Oh, I like to cut people up. You gotta go through school to do that properly, man.
You gotta do.
You know what the problem is? It's this social media. Like we have sheep here who just look at social media. They're like, oh yeah, college is for college is not for me, and then they just get so sidetracked with all the bullshit on social media.
I mean, even the stuff I did at university it's got nothing to do with trading. To be fair, there's a lot of analytical stuff, but it wasn't really trading based. So, but it helped still.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
don't get me wrong, like college. If he says college is not for everyone, then that's what I mean. I understand that part, but don't say college is pointless, or you know what I mean.
But here's the thing too, right? So I set out to be a computer programmer. This was like 11 years ago, and during those 11 years, my career paths they ranged drastically. Like I worked on the rigs, I've done sales, now I'm doing this. So whatever you set out to do, things will change over time, and then you will find your path down the road. But if you try to force it in something, it usually doesn't end well.
Yeah, you've got to adapt. That's the same as in trading. You've got to adapt stuff. What you see in the markets. I mean, what I did originally, my plan of my education was to get to a specific goal, which I did. I mean, it doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. GJ's
trying
to head.
Look at GJ.
Oh, it's gonna head down now.
Oh, finesse.
Gold finesse. God damn.
I said that 52 was coming, man. Shit.
Wow. Oh shit. Where the fuck is it going?
There you go. Jackpot. See that little pullback though, just to catch everyone out.
Something had to have just been said.
Something happened.
Yeah, it's grabbing liquidity for sure.
Both of these pairs just moved at the same time hard.
Yeah, it's paid as gold and yen.
Yeah.
Safe heaven. So
GJ, if this move up on the 1 hour on GJ was a wick to be made, and the next 30 minutes, I don't know, man. I'm just thinking the next 30 minutes could just flip this 1 hour bearish.
Yeah, if you're trading off the 1 hour, that would have been a lovely place to enter.
But wow, gold did a 33.
All the news right now is so tough. I'm glad I'm not trading yet. Interesting to get your eye in though, definitely.
Yeah.
So look at that to the left on DJ, man. It's like, it's mad.
Trump just tweeted something.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
It's half past as well.
But impeachment.
Oh, did he? Ah.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's coming up to the half hour as well.
It wasn't really anything that major that he tweeted. He just retweeted someone else.
No, he tweeted himself. Oh, yeah, he did.
Okay. So that was a good liquidity grab in GJ. So I think it should continue down.
I'll be waiting to see what's up.
Just blew my 10th account on gold. Very nice.
Nice work. Good start to the year.
You need a talent to do that, man.
People are really stupid. They think drawing support resistances makes them traders. Don't even know what they're. Yeah, that's true, Carlos. We are stupid. Man, people need to stop coming to this stream just to talk shit. I mean, go start your own stream.
Yeah.
Go to Ironman trading.
Yo.
What up, Ted?
How's it going?
Hey.
Morning, Ted.
Morning, Ted.
I don't understand in 2020 how people can have these stupid arguments about school and education.
It's the same stuff, man, from 2018 to 2019.
It's just so stupid. Like, God.
It's people's views. This amazing.
People confuse the success stories that they hear of the 1% or the 5% that get through something with no education and they get a job with no college degree and they make it, with the other 90% that don't get there with that. Like,
they're the ones you see. That's it.
You know, you can drive a car for 5 years without a seatbelt and never get into an accident. And the next day, the other person, the first day, can drive with no seatbelt and get into an accident and die. It doesn't mean the guy driving with no seatbelt knows what he's doing. Like, people have to look at the overall statistics. Look at the math behind it, not just the 5 or 6 people that made it without a college degree, or the 5 or 6 people that didn't get a job. Like, people turn around, well, I don't get a job when I graduate college. Yeah, because you took a fucking bird course like ballet or fucking basket weaving. Like, you know, think about it. Look in the world, look at where the jobs are, and get a degree where that job is. Oh, but I don't like that degree. Too bad. You got to do it. That's life. Like, do you want food on your plate, or do you want to sit there and complain? Like, just go do the job to do the job. That's why it's called a job. You just do it. Like shoveling the snow, that's a job. You just do it. You don't look at the snow and go, I hate you. You have to do it.
You don't have to like it.
And then, well, here is 5% that succeed in Forex. Yeah, but that's the top percentage, right? I'm not saying that there's only 5% that succeed. There's also probably 30 or 40% that do okay, that don't achieve like millions of dollars in a year or whatever, but they still make. It's the same thing like the poker community. There's like the top 10% of poker players that make millions of dollars a year. And then there's like 40 or 50% of the poker community that just plays, that makes average money, that has a good life, that travels, that does whatever, but they're not winning tournaments every week. They're not making millions of dollars. They're just trading, or they're just playing poker. It's the same thing. You have to look at every statistic as like a big pyramid. Like, there's always going to be the top and a bottom, or a bell curve. There's always going to be the left side and the right side.
Top and bottom.
Yeah.
That's right though, because it's like, well, I class myself as a okay, average, middle. I'm fine.
Yeah, exactly.
But you don't get publicized. I don't get publication just because
No.
I'm doing okay. So now it's like everyone notices the whole, like you said, the winners, and that's the publicised crap about social media. So,
Yeah, I finished my degree in 2.5 years because I went to school in the summer. I didn't take any time off. Like, I wanted to get out of school as fast as possible, so I went to every semester. I did night school. I did everything. You know, it's just you want to put yourself with the most options. You want to give yourself the most options. Get a piece of paper. It opens some doors. Like, just think about it that way. It's like, you know, if you go to a restaurant, would you go to a restaurant that only serves you one type of food? Like, just, oh, you get a hamburger. There's nothing else. There's nothing else on the menu. You want options because you don't want to go to the same restaurant every day and just have a hamburger. Maybe you want to have fries. Maybe you want to have a chicken sandwich. Maybe you want to have nuggets. Maybe you want to have something, you know. It's just, don't sell yourself short. Don't put yourself in a position to be like, well, this isn't going to help me, so I'm not going to do it. It's like, well, why not give yourself an extra 2 or 3% opportunity? Like, keep looking at life as percentages. If I can do this and this is going to give me like a 5% leg up on, you know, 1,000 people or 10,000 people, maybe it's worth it. You know, you don't know where it's going to take you. You don't know who you're going to meet in college. You know, you might talk to a professor that has a connection in a job when you excel in that class and you get offered an internship. You wouldn't have got that if you hadn't gone to college. You might meet like super rich kids, or some guy's dad owns some company that you go work for. Like, you don't know. You're limiting yourself by doing stuff like that. It's just, it's scary when people talk that way. You automatically limit yourself. You know, try and expand. And if you have the opportunity, do it. You can't afford college, get a job, work, and go to college part-time. It takes a little bit longer. Do 1 or 2 courses a semester. Like, there's always a way to do something. It's just people give up so fast because they feel that, well, if it's not handed to me or I don't have the most optimal conditions, I'm not doing it. Like, life is not about optimal conditions. Life is about executing.
it's too easy not to try. Yeah.
You know, it's just, you know, people want to network and stuff like that. You try going to a business conference and networking with somebody with no education. you're going to sound like a jackass. You're going to sound dumb. People aren't going to want to talk to you. Like, you want to be interesting. You want to be able to speak on topics. You know, you go to a finance discussion, you don't have a finance background. What are you going to do? Sit there, be mute? You're not going to understand anything that they're saying. But you want to be involved in money. Finance is money. Like, that's where it comes down to. It's just, you know, you get you have to put yourself in the best position to win. And there's going to be a lot of opportunities that you're going to lose because, well, I just didn't do that, or I didn't care about this, I didn't care about that. Like, keep your options open. Like, don't limit yourself. It's scary to be 20 years old and be like, I don't need to do this, when you're going to live for another 60 years or 70 years on average. And it's like, in your 20s, you have the best opportunity to learn things because your mind is still young and you can still absorb information. As you get older, it gets harder for you to learn. So you should try and learn as much as you can when you're young and expand upon that. Just makes so much more sense to do it. But anyway, it is what it is.
Ted, I just want to mention something. It's maybe only for UK students, but now in UK they offer this thing called a degree apprenticeship.
Yeah.
Where it takes 1 year longer, but you come out the other end with a degree, and this company pays for the entire degree for you, and they give you a salary on top.
Yeah,
so some people may be saying that university is too expensive for them. There's some other options out there where they can still attain degrees and so on and so forth.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, like I said, I just don't want people to think about the fact that there's, they read these stories about this person that dropped out of school and became successful, and they're like, well, that can be me. There's no doubt that there's opportunity for that to happen, but what's the likelihood? And if you have an opportunity to do something that can improve yourself, why wouldn't you do it instead of just sitting here waiting, going, well, I'm not going to go to college, I'm not going to do this, and magically stuff's going to happen for me. And as the years progress, when you realize stuff's not happening, then you start panicking, then you start to get worried. And it's like, why not just start school, and you might find that, hey, halfway through school, it's not working out, but you met somebody that can get you to do something where you're earning money, and then come back and finish your school later or whatever. It's just a sense of accomplishment, and it's just, like I said, leaving options open and giving yourself opportunity. And that's what you want to do in life. It'll just help you, trust me. Don't fall for that trap of, well, I don't need to do this, I don't need to do that. Go explore it first and take advantage of what you're given. Talk to your teachers, talk to students, join groups, be part of the school, and I guarantee you will have a good experience and you'll be more fulfilled in terms of what you want to do. It just makes sense. I mean, I know everybody's young and everybody, wants to do things very fast, but man, take your time. You got lots of time in your years.
What do you think about XAUUSD? XAUUSD has approached a resistance area which was support, which was also resistance before the gap. Well, before the mizzle.
I think you need to send a chart too. Good morning and Happy New Year to everybody.
Hey, good morning, good morning. Oh man, oh man.
a guy who was just talking about the UK education. I think it's the Forex Syndicate. Is that your YouTube channel as well?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes. Could be a break and retest. I don't know. Because the previous 30-minute candle closed bullish on GJ. Now this is starting to continue going up, but it's still in this range. It needs to break above this area to continue to go up. Ooh, someone sent a chart. What's this? Euro New Zealand, first trade. If candle closes bullish. Yes, that's perfect. Makes sense because then you'll have a bullish candle close and then you have no traffic to the left. It's also closing above this resistance area. So it could be a good trade. I think first target should be around where this box is over here.
That's a nice option.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Good to see you waiting for the candles to close as well.
Yeah. I can contact you somehow for info or those 2 emails where I can... Well, the best way to ask questions is right over here. Because if you send an email, it's going to take almost a day to get an answer. But if you ask a question right here, it'll take like 2 minutes. The choice is yours.
One hour closes back in this range for GJ. Wouldn't you like this for a fake out?
No, because it's still in this range. You know, it's still in this range between 142.800 and 142.500. It's in a 30 pip range. So a better chances to win a trade would be below 142.500 because then you got a clean move that can happen till at least 142.250 or 300. Or a break above 142.800 because then you got a 40 pip range up till 143.100 because it's a clean candle. So that's going to be a very good, like with that you're going to be placing yourself in the best position to win, you know. The very best. Does anyone on the stream offer one-to-one mentorship? I can't stop blowing accounts and need some guidance. No, Elliot Chapo, the only thing you need is stop overtrading. That's the only thing you got to do. Because if you overtrade, you over-risk and you blow accounts. That's it.
You're blowing accounts, your risk management is very poor.
Yes.
What did that form?
Or you're over-risking like the torch.
Danny Boy is back on the torch, man. Danny Boy actually brought back that account to life.
Oh, they're doing good?
Yeah, man. He went to 3,000 to 1,700, I think.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And then Danny Boy picked it up, and yesterday he was 3,700. Today he's back to 3,000.
That's good.
I think he hit 4. I think he was like 42, 43.
It's like a roller coaster, man.
Yeah, man. They're just going like a little bit higher, then again to 3,000, a little bit higher, and then back to 3,000.
Slow progression. Now win it.
No progression. I mean, no money
It's
management.
good to say that whoever, when the profits left over, they can split the money. So when they got to the full key mark, they should have left the account there for the rest of the week and split the $1,000 each.
Very clever, yeah.
What's this? I seem to chug along nicely for a while and then losses just seem to pile up because you're over trading.
Yup. Slow down.
Yeah. Man, I tell people all the time that there are only 2 ways you will lose money every day, and that's with over trading and over risking. That's it. There are no other ways you're gonna lose money. Because it's been what, 1 hour and 45 minutes since we started, 1 hour and 15 minutes since we started the stream, And if you've taken 1 or 2 trades in this time, then you're done for the day basically. That's it. You're done. If you try to take another trade, there's a high chance that you're going to lose that trade, and then that loss is going to entice you to take another trade. So you just got to recognize that okay, if I take my trade, and maybe now I should stop taking more trades. That's key.
I think also people don't realize that because you have taken a trade on a Monday and Tuesday for a certain market structure, that market structure isn't going to stay constant throughout the week. It's very rare that we get a whole week of trending movements. At one point, the market has to consolidate. And the reason why people take loss after loss in one particular period is because they haven't recognized that. And there's days where the market trends really well. You should be focusing on why your trade was successful on those days, and then compare it to your losing trades, and you will see as clear as day why those errors occurred. The problem is people don't actively journal. What they do is they just journal a trade saying, I took a win, I took a loss. But what you're not doing is you're not comparing your losses to your wins and understanding why those losses occurred. You just think that it's in a bubble that, oh, the market went against me. But what you're not doing is you're not putting together the whole story on Monday and Tuesday. I won trades because the market was pulling back and I was actually counter trend trading. And then Wednesday and Thursday, when I took trades, the trend actually resumed, but I was unaware that the market structure had changed, and I kept taking the same position again because I saw on the 30-minute time frame that the candles were going this direction like it did on Monday. So I thought it would be the same trade. That is the biggest mistake people are making. They're not putting together the entire picture of the market. They're trading glimpses of the market, which is fine, but you still have to keep in the back of your head the overall market structure so that you understand what's happening. And that changes from day to day, from week to week, from month to month. And you have to get used to putting all that together. And if you can't look at a higher time frame and visualize that in the back of your head while trading off an hour time frame or a 30-minute time frame, you're going to fail miserably every time, because the only reason why you're having winning trades is because you're getting lucky on the fact that all the time frames are matching up and you just didn't realize it. And that's what you have to start doing, is you have to start putting together the story so that you understand why you're executing. Not just, well, I saw the 4-hour time frame do this and the 1-hour time frame do this and I executed on the 30-minute. That's not trading. Trading is about understanding the entire market dynamic and what is happening in the market and applying that information to the time frames that you're trading on. That is trading, and going back and saying, hey, this trade was successful because of these factors. This trade was unsuccessful because of these factors. I have to avoid this situation and repeat the previous situation. That's more important. And I think people, when you start actively journaling and you actually go through and you chart statistics and you figure out where your biggest wins were, where your biggest losses were, what pairs were you most profitable with, what pairs were you most unprofitable with, you're going to find that your results will continually improve, and you'll get to a point where you'll have an 80% or 90% win rate because you're being more selective in what you're doing and you're looking for specific ideas, not just saying, well, there's a break and retest on the hour, so it must go down. Like it's not like that at all. There's other factors involved that you have to make sure that you understand at any given time.
Oh wow, gold is still going. Oh, what's this? GU 8-hour chart. Price rejected, going higher. 4-hour support, next daily target. Nice. Looks good. Looks beautiful. Entry was late due to be at the opening of this candle. Man, I don't even know what time frame is this or from what. This is like from yesterday or something. Oh wow, I think gold's gonna continue higher over here. Man, if someone's in gold, they're doing good right now.
Yeah, I'm in gold.
It's entering this massive consolidation here. It's just running up.
And GJ is still stuck.
Yeah, GJ is now in this range. It's created this range and now it's in that range. We're at 1554 in gold and damn. Someone goes to gold by the 10 pips. Wow, what a move. Gold has had so much volume. See, this is how you look at volume. Like, you look at the candle sizes. Look at this candle size. The 30-minute candle, this one was like 40 pips. This one is currently sitting at 40 pips. So there's a lot of volume because the candle sizes are massive.
What is also interesting... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, can you go back to that one time frame for, I think it was gold? Like, I was going to just add to what you're saying. What's also interesting, too, is that you just see, like, a nice uptrend of the what is this, 30-minute? And then you see, like, the wicks don't close below, let's say, the left red candlestick, which is this is just an observation, really, which is kind of cool. Yeah, very exactly, clean move.
Yeah.
Very clean move. So I'll just add it to what you were saying.
Yeah, no, that's right.
But remember, we're approaching the 8 a.m., so it's going to be a pullback. So that could actually be good for entering gold.
Thank you, Mac. That's good observation.
Yeah. So anyone looking for gold buys, try to set it up for the 15 minutes or 5 minutes. And
gold has no problem moving hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Continuous.
I'm saying for like a better entry, since it took off very quick.
If you happen to see a setup during a different session, would you still take it? No, because when you make a trading plan, your trading plan dictates when you're going to trade. That's what your trading plan says, and you got to follow your trading plan, man. Because everyone who has a trading plan, if you look at your trading plan is set up to make sure you win trades, because your risk management is in the trading plan. But 90% of the time, nobody looks at the trading plans when they trade, and that's why you lose.
You snooze, you lose.
Lose. Quick question: when will the stream finish? Maybe in like an hour or so. In like an hour and a half.
about 52 pips.
Yeah, it's moved a lot. Oh wow, 1556. What's next? 1557? God damn.
I think so. I think it's 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60.
You know, when things like this happen, there's usually a lot of FOMO. But you have to understand that if you're not in gold and you're having FOMO, you need to tell yourself, hey man, you missed the move.
I said you missed it. Now, if you want to re-enter, like I said, it's about to be 8. So New York open. We might get a little retrace, so you could, enter.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling myself, that I missed the move on gold.
Yeah. I'm like, I missed it.
I've been watching your trade this week and a little bit last week as well, and I've not once got FOMO on that basis yet, because it's not part of what I'm doing, if that makes sense. But it's been cracking trades though.
Oh yeah,
sometimes, yeah, sometimes you think, maybe I should start. No, you know what, I'm going to stick to my plan. I'm not trading.
Yeah.
It's been some good options though.
I wonder if there's any news accompanying that small gold rally.
Yeah, that's probably because we're leading up to the hour, I think, as well, partly.
Yeah. New York open.
Yeah.
And gold is like a wild, like I don't even know what to talk about gold, because like
untamed animal.
Yeah, any small news about Iran or US can just throw gold in a spin.
Oh, absolutely. Safe haven, baby. Same thing with the Japanese yen too. I noticed that I think maybe 2 days ago, the yen like just increased in value.
And the franc.
Yeah, and it's just like it's like as soon as there's like some news, I check the charts and I just see a bunch of like rallying for Japanese yen, or for any safe haven currency right now.
Yeah, I did massively over the last week. You could see that pretty well on the GJ chart for sure.
Tomorrow is going to be a big day, man.
Yeah, I'm glad that's happening tomorrow. Not next
I'm not trading tomorrow at all. Forget that. Especially on a Friday. Freaky Friday, right?
Yeah. Tomorrow is going to be a big day. NFP numbers are going to be pretty good. Should be really, really good.
You'd expect them to be pretty high.
Did Amazon stock go up or down?
I think, let me check.
I think it was up the last quarter.
Question, guys. Who was the one of the people here that is really good with fundamentals? I keep forgetting his name.
Jeevan.
Jeevan. There we go. That's it. Yeah, Jeevan.
It actually went down, rakeel.
Oh.
Yeah, by about $15.
It went up before Christmas though, no?
Oh, thanks, dear.
Yeah, it went up.
It went up a lot before Christmas, I think. Yeah.
It went up. Yeah.
Wow.
It went up to 1,900, and then it's at 1,890 right now.
Which makes sense with all the buying and stuff for the Christmas period.
Yeah, tomorrow will be a great day to watch.
Yeah, there's no gambling tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah.
Not yet.
See, if you look at GJ is just ranging now.
Mm-hmm. Look at gold. You see how gold is retracing,
Yeah. So, I think the best position on GJ could be a sell stop at like 142.410 below the low.
I mean, I'd even consider below 200 as an area to enter.
Oh.
Further down. I mean, you're at the same place you said as well. There's two options out. I mean, to the left at 200 is a lot better range, I think. Further down. That's a long wait.
Oh, How's that?
See, we've been here for almost an hour and a half, and I've taken like 2 trades.
Same here.
That's it. And the rest of the time has just been sitting, watching. That's why they say trading is boring, because most of the times you just sit and watch. It's a very boring thing to do. Good thing we have Mac here to entertain us sometimes, so that's good.
Sure. I don't know. I was expecting a bigger pullback on gold to re-enter, but I think I'm not gonna take it.
The pound is weak. If I was to have a bias on the pound, my bias would be sells.
Yeah.
That's my bias. Sells.
Even though it's in the higher time frames, it's still bullish.
I think looking at the daily, it's kind of just a range now, to be fair. It's kind of in a do-nothing area.
Yeah. So it came down, and now it's starting to range here, with the potential to continue moving down.
You see on the 1 hour rakeel, where I was saying around that 200 level, I would be looking for further sells. You can kind of see maybe what I mean with the wicks and stuff to the left.
Why wouldn't you want to look for further sells below the 400
well.
level?
Yeah, I would be looking at that level too. But I mean, as well, there's a separate one for the next area where you can aim for targets as well. So
yeah,
it's like a double level. So it could be a really, really good trade if you know what I mean. Like a continued move.
Yeah, double level. I like that.
It's like you get to the first one where you've got your kind of target.
Yeah.
From that point on the 1 hour, you can see where you could actually hit some good levels further down.
See, if someone's trying to experiment with gold, you need to understand what market is doing right now. The candle created a high in this range. It broke above this resistance at 1552.20. So you'd want a support to be formed for it to continue up to retest the high at 1556 it just created. So instead of blindly taking trades, you just need to have some logical deduction of what's happening.
Correct. Look, I'm gonna send a chart of GJ.
Okay.
So you can show it to
Got that 1 hour open on gold as well. There's that pullback.
I like this sweater because let's see, open it. Hoping this is a clean setup on gold.
Hey, Raja.
Hey.
Hey, so for gold, say momentum takes over and the 30-minute high is broken, and this is something that I'm trying to be better at, and I wanted to get in. Where would you typically want to keep your stop loss? Would it be below the low of the candle that's open?
Yeah, I mean, if this 30-minute was to flip bullish, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's going to be below the candle. Like, there are a couple things then you can look at, right? So if this 30-minute flips bullish, that means you'll want the second 15-minute candle of this 30-minute candle to go bullish, correct? So the first 15-minute candles are going to create the low of the 30-minute, and the second one is going to move up, hence creating this 30-minute flipping bullish. So I think the stop is going to be below.
If the first 15-minute flipped bullish, then you're just not in the trade.
I mean, it's pretty hard. Yeah, exactly. Because if you want to take a buy, I'd say a stop is going to be below the 30-minute candle. But at the same time, it's going to be a very aggressive buy right now. So I'd wait for a 15-minute candle to close to see how it closes.
Setups, like it makes sense to me, but when I'm trying to anticipate my lot size and risk, I don't know where my stop loss is going to be. And when I want to execute fast, it's tough.
Yes, so then your stop is going to be around, let's say, 1550.
Can you open up the chart, Einstein?
1550, that's going to be a stop loss if you're trying to take buys right now without waiting.
If the high was broken.
Well, if the high was broken, then your stop is going to be a lot bigger than 30 pips. Then it's going to be 64 pips.
See.
I would have put my stop loss below the low of the candle that broke the high, the open volume candle.
30-minute candle, yes. So this 30-minute candle, the previous one, stop is going to be below that candle. But if a support is formed at this level, like around 1552, then you can, bring your stop below that support. Because then you're going to say, okay, I had a wider stop, a support has formed, and now the candle has tendencies to go up. So now I can bring my stop up to that support level.
Right. But you might get stuck in a range too. Can you open up the chart I sent, Rakeel?
So I'm not sure if I answered your question or not.
Yes, and I understand what you're saying. What I was saying is, say if right now it started flipping bullish and broke the high of this the previous candle, I would have been more inclined to execute right away, kind of impulse, and have my stop below the low of the candle that's forming right now, instead of the low of the previous candle.
Yes.
So you know what I mean? So like the bottom of the bearish wick.
Yeah.
That's forming.
So let's say price comes up to 1554, right? And you take a buy, you place a stop down here. When the candle's still open, then we don't know whether it's going to go up or come down, because the candle's still open. No one knows if it's going to go up or go down. So it's very important to really limit your impulse trades and wait for the candle to close. Because I would wait for this candle to close.
Yeah.
Definitely, but
because
you don't want to miss the move.
Yes, because I get what you're saying. Gold had the nice move up, so you need to understand you missed that move up. I missed that move up too. So if we want a continuation, then you want this candle to close to see if a support has been formed.
I mean, from another viewpoint, I don't know if you agree, but you could also play that with like a buy stop if you're expecting that to happen. If you're not waiting at the top.
That's what I'm saying. I would love to have a buy stop above the high of the bullish candle. I just want to know where I should anticipate to keep my stop loss. I don't want it to be 60 pips below the 30 minute.
Well, then there's
you don't take that trade then.
Yeah, then there's no trade.
There's no trade.
Because
you missed it.
Because logically speaking, if you want the 30-minute to flip bullish, the stop is going to be below the 30-minute candle.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it is. I mean,
if you're not comfy with that level, then that's no trade.
And you should also, if you're going to do that, you should be working off the 4-hour chart or the higher time frame to give yourself a better risk to reward.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look on the higher time frame, there's higher targets, and then that will help you execute on 30-minute, knowing that you're going for the hour time frame or the 4-hour time frame as well.
Yeah, very true.
It's just speculation.
Yep.
I don't know if my chart makes sense, but that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I sent you a reply, dude, in the chat.
First target 142. Yeah, it makes sense with the sells. If this 30-minute continues to go bearish, it's gonna continue moving down.
I'm just waiting.
Got a little entry on GJ at 142.530, like 4 pips ago. No, 5 pips ago. Oh.
Did you kind of look at that from the 15-minute point of view? Okay.
No, it broke, the 30-minute broke the low of the previous bearish 30-minute candle.
Yep.
Plus my bias is also bearish on GJ. So that kind of came into play.
Sorry, Rakeel, can you repeat that again? The 30-minute went below?
Yeah, it broke the low of the previous 30-minute candle.
Oh, yeah.
142 for 50?
50, yeah. The problem is that we have this for our low.
Yeah, 142 for 50, yeah. And gold is shit.
Yeah, we really got to be careful with impulse entries on gold.
Yeah.
Look at that retracement, man. God damn, that's a 30 pip retracement.
No, watch it go back up in New York Open.
It won't surprise me. With that open, we just had it. The hour.
Look at GJ, the rejection.
Yep, strong support. EJ, strong support.
I mean, if it's still close below that 142 or 500, just wait.
Yeah, it'll give you a nice stop loss.
And if you want to look at it this way, if you see gold like rallying up, you could tell, you could, picture GJ don't dropping. But then you have this box here.
क्या हाल चाल है रकील भाई, कैसे ठीक ठाक हो? अच्छा, मैंने बताना था कि मुझे अभी तक आपकी ईमेल का नोटिफिकेशन नहीं आया, तो आप देखो ज़रा। ईमेल तो मेरी ठीक है, मैंने चेक की, रिसीव नहीं हुई, ऑप्शन नहीं आया।
Do you see that drone video? That was crazy.
How could you have anticipated that move up on gold? I couldn't have. That's why I missed it. Yeah. Because, I mean, this 15-minute candle here, it closed bearish below this resistance. Next one just pumped up. We're like, oh, okay, well, whatever. And then it went up to this resistance, which was here to the left. The next 15-minute candle closed bearish, indicating a rejection from this resistance. But the next one went up again. We're like, oh, well, whatever. And now we have this candle which is bearish. And I mean, if it respects this support, then it's going to continue moving up to retest this high. But at first it needs to respect the support, close some sort of a bullish candle. Because if you get a bullish confirmation would mean that now you have an area where you can place your stop. So you really have to control FOMO.
Hey, Rakeel.
Hey.
Just to add to that, one thing I see a reoccurring occurrence was that you go back to the that explanation where you're talking about there was the gold move.
Yeah.
It's just the clean candles thing right here. Like that's one thing I've been seeing more and more of. Right? And I think like here and you have here and then you would have like maybe the resistance here. But regardless of the fact that I always seen that it rallies depending on wherever it's at, like here, right? All this huge movement up here.
Yeah.
Because of the big candles here. And I always see that. Regardless if there's support or resistance anywhere. And I don't know if that would be like maybe an indication that, you know, you take the trade, but I understand FOMO and you don't want to be risking too much. So it's kind of like, I would say you're kind of putting that into a rock and a hard place in that sense. But I think if you just follow your plan, you won't be caught holding the bag, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yes.
No, you don't.
No. I know what you mean, but the thing is, like, the main thing is like waiting for confirmations, because like the clean candles do mean like there will be a mirroring move. I was talking to a broker in Pakistan, and he was saying the same things. Like, if you have clean candles to the left, there's a higher chance the price will mirror that move. And he's never seen my streams. He doesn't know how it trades. So that's when he said that, I'm like, man, like, you know what? That's exactly what we look at.
Okay. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He was like the Uncle Ted of Pakistan.
So they say, do you turn around?
No, he didn't say that.
Does he also drive a Tesla as well? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, no, but we had a pretty fun conversation.
Oh, interesting. Okay. That's crazy, though. Yeah. Can't mute myself.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. When there's clean candles to the left, those trades work out virtually all the time.
Yeah, especially when it's like a gladiator candle.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, what a nice retracement on gold. Yeah, I think gold was a fake out.
God damn. See that? No buying confirmation yet.
Nope.
Nothing.
And this current 15-minute, it's rejecting the top.
Raja, are you still in GJ? No, I closed at break even. I'm done for the day. Like the way the 30-minute is rejecting the support, the way the 1 hour is, you know, the previous one is bullish and this one is, if this rejects support, I mean, it's in a range, it could go up, but, you know, it's just, and then, you know, at that time you get to fall into over trading. So I really want to stay away from that. Like, I'm good. I did good since Asian session.
I'm running off, boys. Great day. Bye-bye.
Take care, Luke. Have fun.
Yeah, thank you, man. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Okay, so being a trader can
Oh my god, stupid commercial.
Justin Wise, take care.
Yeah, that ad is everywhere.
It's targeted added too.
It's just targeted for everyone, even my grandma.
Oh, really? Oh. I find it interesting when you look up like certain subjects on trading, and then you get all these quote unquote gurus, trying to sell you or something. I'm like, this is.
Not even. I've seen my grandma literally open up YouTube on that pops up.
She trades.
Are you tired of boosting?
What?
Bro,
What?
It seemed like you did some crack and then you start to talk.
Yeah, man. You smoked something or what?
We lost you there in the middle.
No. My bad. Sorry.
Did I hear that correctly? What the hell did you just say?
Like, are you tired of trading, bro?
Raja, are you trading with the trading tool? Yeah, so that trading tool is coming up by the middle of this month.
Is that a little pad that you gave, I think, to who had it?
Ted.
Oh, it was Ted. Yeah, Ted had it.
Yeah, give it to Ted for testing.
What exactly does it do, and what's the advantage of that, really?
It basically cuts your trade management time in half. So let's say if you had a buy on GJ, right, at like 142.500, and then it went up to 142.625, with one press of a button, you will be able to close 75% of your position and putting stops at break even on the remainder.
Oh, okay.
There's another button if you want the candles to go up, you press it, and then another button if you want the candles to go down, you press it.
Yeah, it's like a handheld remote for your MT4, MT5. Basically, that's what it is.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I guess it makes it more efficient than as opposed to you entering certain digits and whatever. It's just like, okay, I get what you're saying. Just for the sake of efficiency.
Yes, exactly.
GG.
Cool.
Flying back.
Flying back up.
If you're pressed by candles go down.
Yeah, press the button for it to go down, please.
Take my money, Raja. Okay.
It looks like a range day, boys.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boys. Bring that ass here, boy.
Man, I'm just happy I won't have to pay thousands of dollars in taxes. Man, I thought I had to file my HST for everything. But then my accountant said, no, man, you don't have to do that. Only for transactions done within Canada. I'm like, oh, shit. You just saved my life.
So, all the DVDs you sold?
Can you explain that? Like, what do you mean you have to pay HST? That's harmonized sales tax. So what do you mean exactly that you gotta quote-unquote pay?
Well,
because I think if I'm not mistaken, you're incorporated, right?
Yes, I'm incorporated. So basically, like, so I have a portion of my shares in Hides, right? Like the family business. So we sell a lot of product within North America, Australia, and Europe. And I was under the impression that I'll have to file for HST for everything, for all the sales. But in reality, he said, no, you only have to do it for people who you collected HST from, which is from Canadians. And Canada market is maybe like only 30% of our sales.
Okay.
So let's say if I did 100,000 in sales, so instead of paying 13,000, let's just pay like maybe 30,000 or something like that.
Say it again, 13,000 versus 30,000?
No, HST 13 instead of 3.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Well,
yeah.
that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Something I didn't know.
The more you know.
HST like your sales tax.
Yeah, HST like.
Harmonized sales tax. You can thank Dalton McGinty for that.
Yeah. Ooh. I was waiting for the retest bearish candle entered after another bullish candle. Oh, nice. Tia had a winning trade on gold.
Yep. Ranging. Lots of barcodes.
How do you know where to set your stop loss when you do pending orders? Well, I think for that you need to send a chart with your idea and we'll go from there.
Another basic question about money management.
Yes.
And these guys want to become traders.
Do you think there's statistical advantage in ranges, support, resistance, or just 50-50 gambling? Well, you need to test something. I mean, if you just need to test it over time and see if it works over a period of, let's say, 50 to 100 trades. And then you're going to have your statistical result. What's your average risk percentage per trade? I'd say like 5%, 3%, 2%. Depends on how confident, someone is. Like, I've been trading the same way for the last 2.5 years, and with me trading the same way for that amount of time, you have to understand that my confidence is at a certain level, but it wasn't at that level when I first started. I developed it as time went along. Okay, so send a chart. Should one wait for price to close above body or wick to buy? I think a close above this purple line would be okay. I would say, see the way this candle is set up, the stop is going to be pretty wide. Ideally, I would want a candle closing above the purple line, and then the next candle could be the trading candle. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, right over here.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you'll need a candle to close above here so that you can have a stop below that candle. Because if this closes above, then your stop is going to be around 30 pips. What are the most important news you see today? Nothing. There's NFP tomorrow. There's FOMC at 9:30, and I'm not going to be here at 9:30, so I'm not going to be looking at charts at that time. Where did you learn all this? I learned all this working together with like-minded people. That's how I learned this. Uncle Ted was my mentor, and after that, things just start to take shape, and then we start to innovate and start to look at certain things, and this just start to make sense. Because I'll tell you this right now, trading was never a independent journey for me. Never. We always traded in groups. We always bounced ideas.
Rakeel, quick question. Is I forgot what your group is. It only open to market located people?
What group?
Your chat group. I think it was on Slack.
Oh, like on Slack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like to discuss that on the live streams. Anything related to market fluidity or anything like that.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Privately, you can message me. That's fine.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll do that soon.
Yeah, because then guys can turn around and say, "Oh yeah, he just promotes his thing."
Yeah.
But come on, you're doing this for free.
Yeah, because I like it, you know.
Yeah, but either if you like it or not, I mean, you're doing it free. So what can they discuss? I mean, what can they say?
I just don't. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
It's just me,
my
you know.
I appreciate you doing this, but in my mind or in my opinion,
It's a separate thing, though, isn't it?
Yes.
It's not the same thing.
Is there a session that you usually trade like half hour? No, I just trade the pre-New York mostly. Like the stream starts at 6:30 and I try to take a trade between 6:30 and 8:30 and that's about it. Like within those 2 hours. And after that, I don't really care where market goes until the next day. Now you see gold 15-minute candle has closed bullish. And you can anticipate the next one to flip bullish, but at the same time it's a 15-minute candle. So if you take an entry here, this is going to be an aggressive entry with a stop below the 15-minute because it's the 15-minute time frame which is not that strong. That's why it's going to be an aggressive entry. But if you wait for the 30-minute and the 30-minute closes bullish, that's going to be a much stronger confirmation. Because 15-minute, man, 15-minute confirmations are very weak, so they are very aggressive entries.
Plus that this 30-minute candle will be crucial. Crucial. Oh, I think we're gonna break that range. The last 30 minutes had no top wick. Oh yeah, I did. No, on GJ. Yeah.
So basically you trade for 2-3 hours and you are done. Yes, that's it. And then I go to the gym and then do some other stuff. What do you think about trading synthetic indices? I have no idea what those are. Do you know Wall Street Bets? Yes, I follow them on Reddit. Wall Street Bets. Are you still in gold? I was never in gold.
Some
That's
things,
not the fifth question.
Some things never change. Some things will never change.
Can you just go to the bank and become a liquidity provider? Sometimes, if you look good.
I provide liquidity every day for my missus.
Too much information there, Chris.
Oh, bro, I meant like as in buying stuff.
Oh.
But the
Raja, who is your broker? Oh, Raj. First of all, my name is Raja, not Raj.
he doesn't like to be called Raj.
Second of all, if you scroll down to the description, it says brokers I use. It clearly says that over there. God damn, man.
I remember one time I called you Raj on Twitch, I think.
Yeah, that's not a good start.
And you're like, would you like me to call you Donkey? I'm like, what? That's like 7 months ago when I first started training.
Because Raj is an Indian name, man.
No, I know. You told me that.
Do it call like you told Donkey. That's hilarious. Gold broke the high of the previous 15-minute. That is true. It also broke the low.
So it's super indecisive.
I want to see trade off with you and Sean. I'll just take the opposite trades. Good to have you back. Oh, thank you, thank you. Can I apply your way of trading on swing trading? I go to college. Yeah, so basically swing trading is just like you're applying the same candle patterns to the higher time frame. For example, let's take a look at GU on the daily, right? So it made a low. So basically now what you would do is you would say, okay, well, it broke this area. Actually, let me just remove everything here. Was right too. So daily made a low, it broke the support. So now what you're going to say is that, okay, from a swing perspective, you're going to say that, okay, there's a chance that this candle can come up to 1.306, like 1.30700, and then continue down to retest that low. So that's going to be your swing idea. Kind of like what happened on GJ. Like it made a low when we came to the charts right here, went up, and then came down to retest that low. So that was a like a 30 pip move. Now if you look on GU, that would be a 60 pip move because it's a high time frame. So there's more waiting too. Higher the time frame, the more you gotta wait. So you see now, if this 15-minute candle closes bullish, that would be the close of the first 15-minute candle of the 30-minute candle. And then you could expect that 30-minute candle can continue moving bullish, provided it has made a low right over here at 1551.
Yeah.
So
yes,
gold,
51, 57.
Yeah, so gold has a lot of volume. So if your stop is going to be 22 pips, your TP is going to be around 30 pips. Because there's a lot of volume in gold. So you're going to be lowering your lot size. Are your students funded by FTMO with this strategy? I don't know what FTMO is, so I don't know. FTMO funds traders. Oh, I think FTMO funds traders with demo accounts.
Yeah, I don't know what FTMO is.
Yeah, I already know what that is.
No.
I read up about ages ago. It's basically, you have to go through two stages of like verification. So you have targets you have to reach on demo accounts.
Oh, is that monthly payment stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
but in this case, you don't pay a monthly fee. It's just you get 70% of the profits, and they keep 30.
Oh.
But you pay a fee to apply, and then you have to do month 1. You have certain targets. Month 2, you have certain targets. And if you reach those targets, then they'll give you an account with real money, supposedly.
I see. Yeah, I don't want to share no profits.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, if you're good, you just fund your own account and trade. Mm-hmm. That's how I see it. Like, if you don't have money, just get a job, save money, and then fund your account. Like, fuck, man. When I started trading, I had around $90,000 in savings because I worked for 8 years. And I worked hard. And then I funded my account and started trading. And then I lost most of it.
Yeah. remember 140K.
Yeah, it's still a big loss, but he's still got that
140K.
backup.
That's crazy.
Thing is, he's still got the backup, so you weren't in it all. Well, it's still bad, but you had that backup originally. It's not as if you threw your last $500 at it and then just tried. That's different.
Yeah, that's different. Because you had 500 to begin with.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah, when you're at that point that you had like a $500 account and you have like $100 left, you know,
yeah, that's not
probably just full margin this shit. Like, fuck it.
Roger, so how much do you lose?
I think that's irrelevant.
Oh, sorry.
140.
No, Mac, not 140. Man, where'd you get that number from?
You said it.
I didn't say that. I didn't say 140.
I'm kidding. I don't know.
I said most of it, but I never said a number. Man, 140 is a lot of money, man.
Oh, and the loss you took last year with gold, remember?
Yeah.
I've seen that was, I think he was playing or something, and you had to go downstairs, and you forgot to put the stop loss.
Yeah, I think my biggest loss was around, like, I think it was 28,000. Yeah, it was like around 28,000. I took a buy on gold at Asian session after Asian Open at Resistance, and I had like 12 lots, and I held it. I held it because I was like, oh, I don't want to close it. I don't want to close this. It's going to go up. And ended up, yeah, it wasn't good at all.
You learn from that though, bud.
Yeah. The one thing I learned from that was to, well, if it's going against me, just close it.
Yep.
You know?
It's all about experience, because you won't do that again.
Oh, no, never. Now I close the minimum drawdown. I'm like, because like the thing is, okay, so I was still having this conversation with the Uncle Ted from Pakistan guy, and he's like, he told me that what he does is that if price, let's say if he's in a buy, right? So this is what he told me. He said, if I'm in a buy, and if the candle breaks the low of the previous candle, and if my stop loss is below a support, I'm going to close that trade. And I'm like, why? He's like, well, if I know it's going to hit my stop loss, it's better to close it early than to let it hit stop loss. And we all started looking at each other. Man, I'm like, this is exactly what I do. And
yeah, I put that into play last year towards, well, probably the last 3-4 months of last year. It's made a big difference.
Yeah, and he's a broker in Pakistan. He has his own trading floor. Like, he's been really good. So hearing these things from him, I was like, oh wow, that means I'm not a retard. Like, I'm doing something right.
When I first started doing it, to be honest, I used to think, because sometimes it actually, it turned around and actually go where I wanted it to go in the first place. And I think, damn it, I should have held. But then actually longer term, when you look at it, it just makes sense. It makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's definitely a good improvement from my personal point of view from last year. Made a big difference.
Hey, Raja.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking back at GJ, and I think I said this kind of in the moment. Doesn't it look like the 1 hour was just a fake out, was back in the range, and then left a nice wick to be filled? Obviously, hindsight, you have to go up.
Yeah, it needs to break above 142,800.
No, I meant previously. So I'm saying if I wanted to take a trade on the 1 hour, it looks like that 1 hour closed a little bit above the two bodies to the left.
I don't know. You'll have to point it out to the chart exactly what you mean. I'm having a hard time understanding.
I'll send the chart.
Uh, oh wow, gold's just dying. God damn.
Hello, Roger. Cool.
Hello.
How's the new year?
Happy New Year, Will. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. So where are you now?
Canada.
Oh, you're back already, eh? Okay. How's the trip?
Very good, man.
Are you traveling by yourself or what?
No, family.
Oh, alright. Okay. So I saw you video the goat and then you put it Chun-Li. That was the funniest thing ever, man.
Yeah, I like to have fun.
So how's today's trade? at
Pretty
the
good.
market?
Took sells on GJ and that was about it.
Oh, okay. I took losses, 2 trades losses on gold, and I'm done. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's good, man. You have patience. Oh, look at this. Someone took a sell on gold based on that. Very nice. Failed to break support and resistance / fake out. Took entry on 5-minute rejection. Learned from Jeev. Nice. Yep, I think GJ is gonna head off to 143 100 here. It's breaking above 142 800. So the next target is 143 100. It couldn't break below, so it's gonna break up. Oh, someone took some, whatever they did. Hope it goes good.
Yeah. Maybe they closed some longs.
Have you traded today? And if you did, which one? Man, I think you need a new set of eyes or something. I mean, what the fuck is that kind of question?
Which one? Which one?
You see it on the screen, man. Trade 1, GJ sells 9 pips. Oh my god,
one?
man.
Oh, these bloody assholes.
Bloody.
Fuck. I mean, how do you even...
Yeah, that was me. I'm going in for 143 100.
143 100?
Yes, sir.
That's what
almost there.
Holy shit.
Come on, keep on flying.
Yeah. It's gonna get
No,
there.
it's not here. might leave a runner though.
The only thing I'm waiting for now is for Glenn to send a chart. But
Sorry, I'm at work and
oh, okay. Oh yeah, man. Just take your time. Just send it to me privately, and I'll look at it either way. Do you use Fibonacci levels as confirmation? Well, if they're not on the screen, then there's a high chance I don't use them.
Oh my god, where are these questions coming from?
GJ,
So,
30 minutes.
143 400 would be my second target.
Peaches and cream. You know, if you would have sent this chart when this was happening, it would have been much more impressive. But since the move has already happened and you sent the chart, this is not impressive at all. So, sorry. Come on, man. You gotta have some balls. You gotta be confident. Oh, I didn't open it. Oh, I'm sorry. I think if you're trying to scalp, ECN accounts, in my opinion, are much better because you have a low spread, but you pay commission. With the standard account, your spreads are bigger, but you have no commission. But either way, there's a little difference of, let's say, a pip and a half between ECN account and standard accounts. That's the difference I've seen.
Also depends on the broker too.
Yeah, that's true.
Some ECNs are the same spread as standard. Okay, we're taking off. Oh, GJ. Come on, DJ. It's going to continue up.
All right, Raja, do you close your trade when those 3R passes in any result? Yeah, I try not to take any trades during that time. You know, like right now, I'm in no mood to take another trade at all. So the best thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for tomorrow now, or Asian session. I'll try to do Asian session. What's this? Pride made a low, then came back straight to back in the range. This candle then came back to retest the zone, closed bullish. As soon as this candle broke the high of the previous one, I entered. Okay. It stops below the 30-minute. Oh, nice. Nice. So this was a nice impulse trade that once it broke the high, then there was a very low chance of it breaking the low, which made sense for this trade. Very nice.
Well, no, so the first 15 minutes of this 30-minute candle was mostly bearish. And so I was like, if I put the stop below the previous 15-minute, so what the low of the current 30-minute was, that was my thinking.
Yes, no, that's right. Because if the 15-minute had closed with a low, then that was the low of the 30-minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Man, that you have unlocked a level here mentally. You know, you have unlocked a level here. And when people understand that, it just makes me happy. I'm like, all right, you're trying to understand how candles move.
Yeah, trading is actually quite simple. Just once you know what you're doing. The problem is greed comes into it, and then
yeah, you can make it so complex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, there's times when it's just unbelievably boring because nothing's going on, and those are the times.
Yeah.
You just need to sit on your hand.
Yeah, the boring times are when you're most prone to lose money.
When the boring time is trading, that's the thing. There's so much boring time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what you do at that time. You've got other stuff you can do, like analyze some stuff or whatever.
That's why we have the live streams, you know? We keep people busy.
That social side makes a massive difference, man. My life is so not boring anymore.
Yeah, 100% agree. I reckon I'd lose a lot more trade if these live streams went here.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, 100%. Because now, whenever someone tries to overtrade, you get roasted.
Roast, yeah.
And then you don't want to say anything.
Yeah, definitely. But you do pick up, even I've picked up some awesome information, to be fair, as well. So it's definitely beneficial.
Yeah. What is the worst currency to trade right now? Euro USD. Euro USD is the worst thing you
That's
can
a
trade.
personal thing. That's personal. Don't blame it on this guy. Oh, I guess that was it for GJ. Whatever, I closed that at 10, 15 pips. Okay.
How can I post my chart? Well, Pumpist 2, you need to watch the if you go to description, it says watch this before the live stream. So you need to watch that video. And then you're gonna know. Yeah, exactly. Do you know Rajni Kant? Yes, I know Rajni Kant. Loving USD Mexican so far this year. Man, this year just started, what, 8 days ago.
Oh, I've never looked at that chart.
The peso?
Yeah, Mexican peso.
I've never looked at that chart ever.
USD MXN.
God damn, gold is reversing this move up.
Yeah, gold playing.
Gold playing. Tomorrow's going to be a big day.
Mm.
NFP, oh my god.
It'd be interesting to see where it finishes today.
Yeah. Man, NFP is going to be crazy. What did ADP do here?
ADP did a spike only. A little spike.
Yeah. Oh, there were good numbers on ADP.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yeah, man. NFP is going to be massive numbers. Because look, December was 266,
That's
right?
huge. You called that too.
Yeah. Forecast was 181. And man, if these numbers are in the 300s, holy fuck. Get out of here, gold.
Didn't you call the number exact?
No, I was just like...
Me and Jeevan were having a competition, weren't we?
Yeah,
Sure.
Jeevan... I said it's going to be above 225.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, it's good call.
Yeah, it was a nice call.
It makes sense though, actually. Same as this one. Realistically, it should be.
Oh, someone sent a chart. I'm surprised we still had full attendance after, a week and a half of absence.
Nice to see.
Yeah. What's this? Entry at break of previous 30-minute, create support, target wick fill. Yeah, this is a good idea. If price holds this level at 142.800 as support, then you could have a potential move up continuing to 143.100. When you see news, high news for some currency that is in an hour or a few hours, do you avoid those currency? No, like it depends. I mean, for tomorrow NFP, if I wake up at 6:30, NFP is after 2 hours, I'm not gonna trade gold.
Yeah, you wouldn't trade into it, would you? That's the.
Yeah, exactly. Raja, how do you keep missing my links? Because you cannot send links in YouTube. So I can't see them. That's, yeah.
Watch the video.
Yeah. Okay, what's this? Euro USD 15 minute.
Talking about the devil.
Yeah, I think with this, I don't know if you took this entry or what was going on, but I think you need to wait for like a time frame higher than 15 minute to show some bearish candles, so that there could be more, confidence in the trade. What time frame you look for, analyze possible setups? I mean, from what time frame do you take trades and which time frame to enter? Thank you. Man, you asked some 3-4 questions in one question. I think you need to watch the okay, so I'm gonna solve this problem here for people. You go to YouTube, right? You wait for it to load up. Once it loads up,
you type in.
Yep, you go to my channel, and you need to watch this video, this one right here. Back to the basics. You need to watch this. Oh, there we go. Big Phil is coming right up on GJ, looks like it. Looking at the 4 hour closed bullish. 1 hour closed bullish.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Above 142,800.
Yeah, GJ looks, it looks like it will do that week for now.
Yeah. Oh!
There we go.
Come on. 143,100.
Hey, come on.
You're in or what, Rakeel?
No. I'm just.
I'm
in nothing right now.
Oh, okay, finally.
I like seeing things play out while I'm watching them.
Just confirms your ideas there on the page.
Yeah, it makes you feel good.
That's the same. I'm not trading at all. I'm just seeing things like this. It's just, yeah, I would have took a trade at that point, potentially on a lower time frame, I think.
Raja sound like Ted today. I don't know.
Ted's got cold.
Okay, 9 a.m. Alright guys, I'm gonna head off. Have to do some work.
Awesome, man.
Have to do real life work.
Alright, man. Take care.
Take care. Take care. Have fun.
Yeah, have a good day.
Have fun.
Alright.